A very good morning to Miss Catherine and my fellow classmates. Today our group will present about monitoring and evaluation, framework for curriculum implementation at SMK DAMAI. So before my group start the presentation, let I introduce my group member. First of all is Sharel bin Abdullah. Second is Tawi Anak Nindang. Third is Virginia Venita Anak Mida. And the number 4 is Evelyn Evie Umang Anak Francis. And the last one is me, Hilary Presley Ingu Anak Grantis and Edmund. Slide number 1. Background of SMK DAMAI. Public secondary school located in suburban Kuala Lumpur. SMK DAMAI is in a developing suburban area, serving students from nearby residual communities. Around 1,200 students and 18 experienced teachers. The school has a large student population supported by qualified and experienced teachers from different subject areas. Students come from diverse socio-economic backgrounds. Students have different family, culture, and economic background, which influence their learning needs and opportunities. School aims to provide quality education and improve student achievement. SMK DAMAI focus on creating a positive learning environment to help students achieve academic excellence and personal growth. Okay, let's go to the slide number 2. Challenge and need for ME. Different students need create teaching and learning challenge because teachers need to use their behavior teaching approach because students have different abilities, learning style, and level of understanding. Number 2 is school recognize the importance of monitoring and evaluation. The school use M&E to ensure educational program and teaching activities are running effectively. ME help monitor co-curriculum implication and teaching effectiveness. It allows student leader to assess whether teachers are following the curriculum and delivering lesson successful. Number 3 is support continuous improvement in academic performance. Information collected through M&E help the school identify weakness and make improvement for a better student outcome. Next, let's go to slide number 3. Goal of the M&E strategy. Improve quality of teaching and learning practice. The strategy aims to create more effective classroom instruction and engage learning experience for students. Encourage teaching, perform, and professional development. Teachers are encouraged to improve their skill through the training, feedback, and continuous learning. Increase student achievement and school effectiveness. The school hopes to improve examination results, student participation, and overall school performance. Led by Principal Dr. Noraini Johan towards continuous school improvement. Under the leadership of Dr. Noraini Johan, the school is committed to achieving long-term educational excellence. That's all from me. So I will pause for the next presentation.
The development and implementation of the Monitoring and Evaluation M&E framework at SMK DAMAI focuses on curriculum implementation as the main effort to improve the quality of education in the school. To ensure this goal is achieved, the framework emphasizes the consistent and effective implementation of the national curriculum based on 21st century teaching and learning (PDP). In supporting this implementation, the framework includes several important components like clear objective, key performance indicators or KPI, a monitoring system, and a reporting system. Through this component, teach a guide to prepare daily teaching plans or RPH that align with the established learning standard that teaching can be carried out systematically and effectively. At the same time as well, administrators conduct classroom monitoring to evaluate how far the curriculum is successfully implemented by teacher during teaching and learning process. The findings from the monitoring process then strengthened through professional learning community or PLC activity, where teachers collaborate, discuss teaching issues, and share best practices to improve their teaching quality. As a result, the implementation of this framework not only encourages continuous improvement in teaching and learning practices, but also increase accountability among teachers and the use of valid data and systematic monitoring.
Now, I'll continue with slide 6, which is about the lesson learned and recommendations from the Monitoring and Evaluation or M&E system in SMK DAMAI. First, one of the lessons learned is that data-driven decision making is important for school improvement. This means the school use information such as student result, attendance, and teacher reports to identify problems and make better decisions. By using data, the school can improve student performance more effectively. The next lesson learned is that strong leadership support is very important for successful implementation. The principal and school leader need to guide and support teachers so that the M&E system can run smoothly. Without good leadership, the program may not achieve its objective. Besides that, teacher collaboration through PLC or professional learning community also help to improve teacher performance. Teacher can share ideas, teaching methods, and discuss problems together. This can help teacher become more creative and effective in teaching students. Now, I will move to the recommendations. The first recommendation is that other schools should also use a similar M&E strategy because it can help schools improve their overall performance. The second recommendation is to increase the use of technology in data management. For example, school can use online system to save and organize student data more easily and quickly. Next, school should provide consistent training for teachers so that they can understand and use the M&E system properly. Continuous training can also improve teacher skill and knowledge. Lastly, parents should be involved in monitoring student learning progress. Cooperation between parents and school is more important because it can encourage students to perform better in their studies.
Okay, next we move to impact of the M&E system. The impact of M&E system are three. Number one is impact on teaching practice. Second, impact on student engagement. And the third is impact on academic performance. Impact on teaching practice. When teachers implement monitoring and evaluating M&A, they become more sensitive to the needs of each student. This means that teachers can understand the level of ability, interest, and difficulties faced by students. Teachers also start using a student-centered approach, which is a teaching method that gives students more opportunities to be active, think, and involved in learning. In addition, teachers can more easily identify students' strengths and weaknesses and then can plan more appropriate and effective teaching. Okay, next. Second is impact on student engagement. Impact on student engagement when teaching methods are more interesting and in line with students' needs, student motivation will increase. Students become more enthusiastic about learning. Students will also be more active in class, such as asking questions, discussing, and participating in activities. This helps them better understand the learning of the topic because they are not just listening, but also directly involved in the learning process. Okay, the last is impact on academic performance. Impact on academic performance when students understand and are more motivated. This will have a positive impact on their academic achievement. Examinations results will also improve because students have mastered the content of the lesson more clearly. Overall, students' performance has become more excellent, not only in examinations but also in daily learning.
Overall, the implementation of the monitoring and evaluation M&E framework at SMK DAMAI has gradually improved teaching quality, student engagement, and academic achievement through continuous monitoring and evaluation. This improvement is supported by the use of valid data and systematic monitoring, which help the school make effective decisions and maintain long-term educational improvement. Although the implementation process faced several challenges like time constraint, teacher workload, and the acceptance of change, the school managed to address this issue through professional training, continuous administrative support, and collaboration through professional learning community, which is PLC activity. Through this effort, teachers were able to adapt more effectively to the implementation of the framework. As the framework continued to be implemented, teacher accountability also increased because teaching practice were supported by data and self-reflection. This encouraged teachers to improve their teaching method more consistently and effectively. As a result, students become more engaged in learning because they understood learning objectives more clearly and were more responsible for their own achievement. At the same time, the implementation of M&E also strengthened teacher professional development through the sharing of best practices, peer monitoring, and teaching innovation. Therefore, the framework not only contributes to academic excellence, but also create a more collaborative and dynamic learning environment and making it a practical and effective reference model for other schools.